Welcome to the International Protection Agency, IPA. The IPA is the Maltese authority responsible for receiving, examining, and taking decisions on applications for international protection, also called asylum applications. This video will help you understand what the IPA expects from you and what are some of your rights as an asylum seeker. You have the obligation to share all relevant information regarding your application for international protection, including your identity. Sharing your information will allow the IPA to have all the data required to examine your application. The information you provide will be treated with the utmost confidentiality in accordance with the applicable legal provisions. Please pay attention to the information you provide to the IPA when filling in your application form, as this cannot be changed at a later stage. Although you have applied for asylum in Malta, the IPA will first check if Malta is the country responsible to examine your asylum application. To determine the responsible member state, your fingerprints will be taken after the lodging of your application and will be recorded in a European database called Eurodac. You have the right to an interpreter to assist you at all stages of the asylum procedure. If you cannot communicate clearly with your interpreter, inform an IPA officer as soon as possible. You can choose a male or female interpreter, if available, depending on who you feel better and safer with. You do not need a lawyer to apply for asylum, but you have the right to consult, at your own expense, a private lawyer. You can also contact a local NGO that provides legal assistance free of charge. You also have the right to consult the UNHCR. You have the right to be accompanied by your lawyer during IPA appointments. Depending on your situation, you may also request the IPA to allow that you are accompanied by your social worker or another support person. Your situation is unique, and each application is considered individually. For this reason, the steps of the procedure may have a different duration depending on the specific case. The IPA will ensure that the procedure is concluded as soon as possible, without compromising the quality of the examination. You have the obligation to fully cooperate with the national authorities. You must remain available to the IPA during the asylum procedure and attend all appointments as scheduled by the agency. You must inform the IPA of your current contact details, address, telephone number, email, and keep the IPA updated in case of any changes, so you can be reached. You must hand over all documents in your possession, including identity documents. Documents must be personally submitted to the IPA on the day of the lodging of your application. You must stay in Malta for the whole duration of the asylum procedure. You will be photographed, and have your fingerprints taken in accordance with EU law. If you are unable to attend an appointment given by the IPA, you must inform front desk as soon as possible and no later than 8 a.m. on the day of your appointment. Once your application has been lodged, the IPA will issue an asylum seekers document, ASD, with your photo and personal details on it. This document is proof that you are an asylum seeker in Malta and can legally stay in the country until a decision on your application has been taken. You must always have your ASD with you, as you may need to show it to other authorities in Malta. It is very important that you keep your ASD safe. If you lose your ASD, you will have to make a lost report at a police station and present this to the IPA to have it reissued. Take note of the expiry date written on your ASD and ask for an appointment with IPA to have it renewed ahead of time. You have the right to terminate your application for international protection at any time, for example if you decide to return to your country of origin. This is called an explicit withdrawal. You must make an appointment to go to the IPA in person to withdraw your application. Please take your ASD with you. The IPA may also withdraw your application if you do not cooperate with the agency. For example, if you do not provide information essential to your application, you refuse to hand over your passport. You do not attend your personal interview without a valid justification. You do not comply with reporting duties or other obligations to communicate, including failure to attend your appointments or failure to renew your ASD within 30 days without a valid justification. You abscond or leave without authorization the place where you are living without informing the relevant authorities, including the IPA, of your change of address within a reasonable period of time. Remember, after the withdrawal of your asylum application, you will no longer be an asylum seeker and you will lose all related rights, including the right to remain in Malta. You can contact the IPA on the following contact details. Please do not forget to include your REFCOM number.